LiRo is proud to have completed construction management services for the new EMS 50 station in Queens. The New York City Department of Design and Construction, in conjunction with the FDNY, developed the requirements for the project, which was designed by Dean Wolfe Architects. Located adjacent to the Queens Hospital Center, the 13,000 square foot building is the largest EMS facility in Queens. The LiRo team has been on site since ground was broken in December 2013. Occupancy is scheduled for June 2016. Recently, LiRo project manager Bill Gallo took us on a tour of this interesting project.
This is the EMS 50 apparatus floor. Apparatus floor means this is where they park the vehicles and house their equipment. So this particular apparatus area is currently sized for 5 ambulances and 1 MERV truck, which is a oversized vehicle which would be parked in this middle area for different types of emergency activities. Things that we're seeing is the hoses hanging from the ceiling are part of the Niederman vehicle exhaust system.
The large garage doors of the apparatus bays are called Fimble overhead doors. They are the proprietary items used by the FDNY. There is an underground fuel tank consisting of diesel fuel that the station vehicles run on. This fuel tank is also used for the emergency backup generator. Vita root systems are used to monitor the fuel tank levels in addition to locating possible leaks.
This is advanced life support ALS room. This is where the EMT would store any narcotics. For security reasons, you have a bioscanner outside the room, which you have to get scanned to be accessed to get into the room. All right, so interior finishes, you're starting over here on the left. You're looking at the custom formed line concrete. That's actually the elevator shaft, which goes to the entry level below us and up to the second floor. Those are all custom made form liners for this project with a custom white concrete blend. This was extremely challenging because not only was it custom, but the methodology of producing it and assembling it and pouring it was unknown. And the rear retaining wall of the building was actually an experiment between the design team and the builders to come up with a methodology. This was one of the later walls built in the project and actually came out as one of the better ones as far as the pattern goes. So you have the red astroglaze block, which is used throughout the first floor, symbolizing the fire department, also for its durability. And above us with custom glass guardrail above. And then over here we have another staircase. Now this is for EMS personnel to get to the second floor. That's a full custom stair. And we have a repeating pattern in the stair risers that matches the custom concrete form liners. So now we're outside on the south side of the building. We have 2 entrances on this side of the building. You can see the custom aluminum glazed system with the custom frit pattern, more of the red glazed block. In the distance, we have more of the concrete with the custom form liner. And above us, we have aluminum Alucobond panels, also custom made for the project. The second story portion of the building, which is sloping up and towards the cantilever, is built from, again, Alucobond custom panels and glass and aluminum curtain wall, whereas the lower portion of the building has the concrete base to anchor it. The sloping roof line, which is not a built-up roof, it's actually the structural steel slopes like that, which then corresponds to the sloping ceilings within the building. And then at the far end, you see the apparatus bays. Okay, so on the left, you start to see the exposed, architectural exposed structural steel, which is a 150-foot long truss, which goes from the wall behind us all the way up to column line 9, which then works as the counterweight for the 30-foot cantilever. There are 3 main trusses that came to the building. The use of the trusses not only allowed the design team to have the 30-foot cantilever, but also most of the building is without columns because the trusses span from concrete bearing wall to concrete bearing wall. The trusses came from a fabrication shop in Canada and came in 3 large pieces, which were then fabricated on site in the rear parking lot on their side. They were bolted together, lifted vertical, and then they were erected in place onto the bearing wall concrete walls. All the splices were then capped, welded, and smoothed over so they look like one large continuous piece. Due to the slope of the site, we had to create a retaining wall which is separating the Queens Hospital parking lot from our parking lot due to a change in grade of more than 10 feet. In the background, you can see one of the original Queens Hospital buildings. Another big challenge with this project was there is an existing utility tunnel which goes from that building under our entire building and goes down Goethals Avenue about 1,000 yards to the original powerhouse for Queens Hospital. The tunnel is still active. They have active steam lines, electricity, and data communication lines through there. So this building structurally straddles over the tunnel with steel-driven piles, pile caps, grade beams. During the course of construction and driving the piles, we had to do vibration monitoring within the tunnel. We had to do visual inspections for cracking or any other damage within their existing tunnel.
EMS 50 was a challenging and rewarding project for LiRo. Its completion will greatly enhance the availability of emergency medical services for the surrounding community.